Alright, we're here at go-to-math.com. Click on the calculus. Let's go down to the mean value theorem. And we're using the mean value theorem to find C, actually. Where are we at? Right here? Let's click on that one there. How's that? Well, in the previous video, I wrote down the problem on a piece of paper and then turned out I got one number wrong. So I'm going to be especially vigilant to this one here, making sure that there are no mistakes. But I mean, the problem was worked out correctly. It just didn't match the answer on this page. You know, irritating. It's irritating. We're going from 2 to 9. Okay, I'm going to make sure. Let's, what are we rounding 2 decimal places if needed? So this is what we want to do here. The mean value theorem guarantees that in the interval, as long as f is continuous in the interval AB, let's see, where are we at? We're in the interval, and I want to make sure I get this right, 2 to 9 here. We're in the interval 2 to 9, and is that what this graph looks like? I'm trying to remember. Anyway, okay, that there's a C somewhere in here, such that, right, we're going to go from 2 to 9, and I'm going to go ahead and label this up here. Our f of x is equal to 10 times the square root of x, and of course our interval is 2 to 9, right? So we have 10. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and write this in exponential form because we got to take the integral. I about said the derivative. We're plugging c in for x, so we have 10 times. Let's go ahead and just, you know what? I'll just go ahead and do this. And then we have b minus a, so this would be 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2. So there's some c down here somewhere. We're going to find it. Where do you think it's at? Over here, over there, somewhere over here, somewhere in there. We know it's between 2 and 9. That's what we do know. There's a c here such that when we plug it in, this happens to be, believe it or not, this is the average value. Yeah. How's that? The mean value, the average value? Does it make sense? I don't know. Makes sense to me anyway. Do you know what I mean? If we picked a point here on the x-axis, we plugged it in, and we wrote that y value down, then we took another point, and we wrote that y value, and then we took another point, and we wrote that y value down, and we continued to do this all the way across, and we added all the y values up, then we divided by the number of times we did that. Well, what do you get? You get the average. You get the average value. The value being the y value, right? You'd get the average one. So we're looking for this guy right here that gives us that average value. Okay, all right, enough said. Let's take the integral of 10x raised to the half. So we have 10x, add 1 to the exponent, that gives us 3 halves. And then take 3 halves and put it in the denominator and be a good boy about it. And then we're going from 2 to 9, right? And what do we got here? 9 minus 2 is 7. 7, 8, 9, 7. 7 times 10 is 70. Let's just do that. Square root of c. Now let's go ahead and plug our 9 in. Let's flip this guy. So we flip it, and we're going to have 2/3 times 10, and that's going to be 20 over 3. So that doesn't look like that's going to simplify down to anything good. So then we plug in our upper bound, so we have 9 to the 3 halves. And of course the square root of 9 is 3. 3 raised to the third is 27. So that ends up being 27 times, ooh man, well wait a minute, 3 goes into 27 9 times, that's 180. No, 9 times, yeah, that might be 180, I don't know. Okay, let's plug in 2, so let's do this again. So we have 20 over 3 times 2. 2's not going to break down any, is it? No. No, maybe. Yeah. Actually, it will. You could do. No? Okay, never mind. Anyway, get that number. Divide that number by 70. And then square both sides. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? Trying to give me a headache? So there you go. What in the world is all that? I don't know. Let's plug it in the calculator and hope that this time it matches the answer on the front page. We got 9 raised to the 3/2. Sorry, I'm going to have to do this on the calculator if you don't mind. Minus 2 raised. You can get an exact value if you want. Let's see. 2 raised to the 3/2. What do we get on that? Nothing nice. Times, let's see, 20 over 3. Times 20 over 3. I just went ahead and factored out all that. Whew. Divide that by 70. I got 2.3025 so far. 2.30205, yada yada yada. Square that and run for the mountains. Now, I think it said something about rounding, so whatever. I'm going to say approximate. I think it's 2 decimal places. 5.30, and I got a feeling it's going to give me 5.3. I need to go in there and fix that. I got a feeling. Yeah, I knew it was going to do that. Anyway, 5.3 should say 5.30 really if we're going to round 2 decimal places, but that's something I need to work on in the script. Believe me, it's not a trivial thing. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's not trivial. Now, I know there is a function in JavaScript that says toFixed. However, it's not exactly what I want. So, well, there you go. That's how you do it. Come on over, practice at gotomath.com. If you're bored, get all your friends around together, pour some drinks, and instead of putting in Netflix, let's work some math. Put in gotomath.com. Let's get it done so you can get a job over at Northrop Grumman or somewhere like that. Raytheon. All right, man. Talk to you later. Bye.